Okay, so for those that don't know, I have a Discord. I don't know why I have a personal Discord, but someone convinced me to do that. They said, "Hey, you should make a Discord so that people can have meaningful conversations about the content you make on YouTube." I think it would be a meaningful thing to add to my life, and I could be a part of it, and I could go in there and I could read about all the very insightful things that everybody's talking about. So if we take a look at what everyone's talking about, just search maybe the most common phrase. Okay, 425 results for hell yeah. We look in the standard chat. We can see that this is represented very well. Lots of meaningful conversation, lots of interaction. If we scroll up, we're gonna see a lot of diverse, insightful things people are saying. It's really really inspiring. I think this is I have no idea who any of these people are. I just want to see what happens. I am a scientist. I am here to do experiments and take measurements. And today there's a very important measurement. So first, at everyone. Hello. Okay. Oh God, feels like such a bad idea. Okay. All right. These are all great people. They joined my Discord. I can trust all of them, right? Like nothing bad could possibly happen from doing this, right? There's just no way. All right, that seems good. And it's so hard to hit enter. It is so hard to hit enter. Gotta do it. All right, just do it. Just do it. Science. Discord's like, yo. Yeah, fuck it. You signed up for this. If you came into my Discord and I add everyone you and that annoys you, you probably shouldn't be here. All right. Oh, okay. I think best case scenario, nobody enters. I just hide in my own channel. I just pretend like it's a normal day. Actually, that might be really sad if no one joins. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing on this fine day?
Procrastinating.
Yeah.
As always, you should be, right?
Yeah. No, you gotta make time for it. You're setting yourself up for failure if you don't.
Yeah.
How did you find your way in here?
Literally just saw the ping and I was like, oh, just pick up my headset and why not?
Very nice.
It's either this or like do some how do I say this, training before my new job starts. So procrastination. Mostly just red team stuff, just because that's what I know. That's what I've been studying. Blue team is like, I don't know, a whole different animal. And it's just there's quite a bit of it. Oh, you're getting muted. Sorry. Oh, you already did.
No, I think it was the threat. They were like, oh, I must stop.
But offensive security, I'm going to be doing like research.
I apologize.
So no worries. We all get one. For the two of you who joined, we're talking about cybersecurity and
literally somebody asked me. I guess it's just more exciting because it's more exciting. More people want to get into it. So
hello, other fellow people who've somehow found their way into this Discord.
Hello.
How are you guys doing on this fine day? I guess I can't even assume time zone. I don't even know what time it is for everybody. But
yeah, Discord breaking and me missing half the conversation 5 minutes ago. Great.
What is the meaning of life?
Miss much.
Dude, I feel like I missed so much. Considering you guys were talking about having a boring job, I cannot complain about mine at all.
Yeah, that's what I joined in. I have no idea what's going on.
Excuse me, I want my job to be all gray.
But, it's been a good day. See, I don't know what's up with the colors.
I prefer cubicles.
Cubicles?
Yes.
I'm going to make an assumption about anybody who would ever join this Discord, and that A, likely are an introvert, and B, likely know stuff about tech or work in tech. Or
very safe assumption.
My job primarily consists of sitting around 8 hours a day and waiting for calls. Pretty nice just being able to bring my gaming laptop to work and just play Euro Truck Sim.
Good choice.
I unironically have been thinking about playing a game like that, like on its face, it sounds like the most boring thing ever, but I've never played it.
People play Power Washer Simulator, and people watch people play Power Washing Simulator and games in that like genre. So I think you'd have people watch Euro Truck Sim.
Also, I do want to note people also made an esport out of Excel. So
I believe
That's
that.
awful.
Out of Excel? How does that work?
it's real. I can tell you that.
It's average cookie clicker run. You just make a big spreadsheet.
Oh, okay.
For real.
Yeah, I'll move. I'll save my trauma for a different time. But
A system that controls.
yeah, I.
Excel can run Python now, so it's all good. Fine, use Python in Excel.
Sorry, I think you're slightly muffled. I don't know if you're.
Oh yeah, it's mic shit. But Python and Excel is a crazy thing. I don't know why they put it in there.
Did you say Python Excel?
Yeah, you can run Python scripts in Excel now.
You're joking.
It's real. It's disabled in some systems because it can like still access file systems and shit. It's terrible. I don't know what they're thinking.
It's technically Python in Excel, but it executes in the cloud.
What?
Wait,
Yeah. I am
Oh my
very
God.
aware of this because it is a horrible idea.
So wait, okay.
That sounds like it can leak data potentially. You have some like classified documents. You're just gonna like, oh geez.
That's
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
like Excel's
Microsoft.
specialty, leaking information. I don't know if anyone new joined, but speak of the devil.
Yep.
So maybe like because we've been talking about spreadsheets. I don't know if like it sounds like most people use spreadsheets pretty regularly, but does anyone here like completely circumvent ever needing to use a spreadsheet at work or school or whatever you do?
Yes, all the time. I don't think I have used a single like spreadsheet at work other than the stuff that was pre-existing. So 99% of the time we just write basic stuff on a piece of paper and we just stick it on the little like on the wall in the office. And that's how we keep all of our information organized.
Oh,
That's worse. I think that's worse.
It is horrendous, trust me.
yeah, that actually
What the
does
fuck?
sound worse. I didn't
It's pretty bad.
I didn't think I would come out of this recommending somebody use a spreadsheet for something, but
We probably should, but
okay, yeah. I mean, mostly I was wondering if anyone is like completely virgin to spreadsheets, like throughout the entire day, they will not see like the little Excel logo, or the docs, like the Google Docs Excel. Like does everybody here hit a spreadsheet at least once a day on average?
yes.
Oh, no, I don't use
No.
spreadsheet right now.
Okay.
Probably me not, but I'm a bit of a special case, but you know.
I've run into multiple like occasions where actually know what you're doing, then you know how to like use a spreadsheet. That's awesome. But I mean, that's a lot of work, so I don't feel like that.
I'd probably just use R. R's so convenient for like writing scripts to do data science stuff.
Now you're speaking my language. I see someone thinks in the way that not many people think, but is the correct way to be thinking.
Yeah, everyone else
Which
is like,
is-
spreadsheet. Just put out R, you can make some great graphs. It's so convenient.
Yeah. That was the first language I ever learned, and I feel like I'm at home when I'm in it,
Wow.
which is like like for every person who doesn't have that experience, they're like, this shouldn't exist. Like it is the bane of people's existence. Yeah, so honestly coming in here, I had a giant fear, which was somebody would come in here and they would be like an 8-year-old, and I would be sitting here like, look, this is actually unethical. This is actually a problem. So I'm really happy that hasn't happened so far. I don't know if I'll like knock on wood, like 3 seconds later they're gonna join in. And
Hold on, let me go get my niece.
Yeah, they're fun
Oh
to get.
god, please no.
Yeah. Factorio is kind of a dad game thing.
Display GFX. Are you making a compiler right now?
No. Saucepoint's a little aware of what I'm doing, I think.
I'll take a look.
But right now I am looking at a binary and trying to understand how it works in order to get a flag. This is part of a what's called a CTF.
Oh, the
for
flag thing.
cybersecurity.
Yeah, nice.
That's a lot of
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, this is like instructions that are heavily obscured through like editing its own assembly. And
God.
yeah, only about 40 people in the world have solved this out of like
That's so
thousands.
cool.
Wait, did you say assembly?
Yeah, this is assembly
Oh,
right
modifying
here.
assembly.
Oh God, I
That's
feel bad.
horrifying.
Yeah.
I feel
This is
bad.
about. I'm working on this with somebody else. We've had multiple shouting matches about it. And this is like about day 5 of trying to solve this. It's
I don't
Sick.
get from this.
Yeah, assembly's too scary for me. If I write a compiler, I just use LLVM.
assembly itself is really easy to understand. It's just the volume
Yeah, exactly.
of just instructions.
I think the sentence was, if I'm going to write a compiler, which I have to say is
Yeah, I've written like 3.
okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
2.
That's a very, most people on Earth at this point have written compilers. It's a very relatable statement that
Yeah, it's just easy. It's
experiences
not
that
hard.
we all have.
hmm
It's like 20-minute in and out adventure, you know? Just like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
This is what this challenge kind of feels like.
Wait.
That's for sure.
20 minutes and then an extra like 3 weeks.
Yeah, minimum.
So,
20 minutes of actually writing, 3 weeks of thinking.
well, yeah. So
So I have never written a compiler. I know of them. I think it's too intimidating at this point. Like I think I've passed my prime where I would have enough like neuroplasticity to figure out how to do it.
Not that bad. You just build an AST and then there's loads of like tutorials online. Just follow those.
And
That's
there's
true.
a whole textbook
Alright.
that's
I
out
know
there
the
that teaches you how to do it. I actually have it sitting on my desk right now.
I've written a tokenizer for CSS. That's about it.
CSS is a free.
Oh man. Speaking as somebody who's currently going through this very cursed challenge, building a CSS tokenizer. Yeah, I'd rather have this, please.
CSS is just like, it was bad and then years passed and it just got worse and worse. It's terrible.
It's like all of web development.
I was literally about to
Yeah.
say that.
Does any web development get better as it ages?
No.
No.
It just
Like,
gets
There's
actually-
worse.
TypeScript now. I use
People-
TypeScript at work and it's like this sucks and then I use JavaScript. I'm like, well, this sucks worse. So yeah, you can just put Rust in the web, problem solved.
It's extremely slow.
You can run Python
Extremely
too.
cursed.
It's not that slow. It's not slow, it just can't access the DOM. So it can't do like actual web stuff. It's pretty fast if you don't need to do anything with the DOM tree stuff. Wouldn't recommend it though. Don't use WASM. Don't use the web. Just don't do anything actually.
Yeah,
Everything's
don't-
fine. Everything's good.
Don't use the web. It's overrated.
It's log
exactly
off.
where you are.
Yeah, we've developed too far. Well, there has to be web devs out there, like by
I work on front end stuff in TypeScript. It's not. I don't know. I don't understand how I do it. It sucks. It's terrible.
it's okay. So it's just
It just works.
There's therapy out
It
there
doesn't
for
work.
you.
It breaks constantly. It sucks.
Do you ever use like ChatGPT to just write templates of what you're going to be doing anyway, and then just use that as like
I
your
find
baseline?
ChatGPT so unhelpful. It's so unhelpful. It never
Oh,
gives me
really?
anything useful. It can name things though. I use it for names. Like I can't think of a good variable name. It sometimes, not very often, but
It's
sometimes.
good for variable names. That's really helpful. That's. I'm glad.
Like names, like class names and shit. Where it's, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I just what are we doing? The more stuff keeps happening on your screen, and I'm starting to sweat a little bit because like I didn't understand what's happening before, and now it's
Exception handling is like, oh. You're like,
The even scarier part is that for this series of challenges, the CTF, it's solved some of the challenges like instantly. Yeah, it was in like I was in a group call with like 4 other people. They were all like, "What the fuck just happened?" It solved it.
wild. Yeah, I've never worked with either assembly or data at that level, and it looks like the hacker screen in movies where they're like, haha, I'm in, like, you know, that scene in every movie. That's what this
Oh
looks
well,
like.
if you want a hacker screen,
I mean, this is this is accentuating the yeah, here we go.
Was that called Hollywood?
yep, it's a real command that you can install in Linux. It's called
Oh, that's
Hollywood.
awesome.
Does it
It's just doing
It's just
random
like-
useless stuff. For instance, this is just like making new SHA keys, and this is like some encoded thing about, I think, drives that are on my system, or on this VM.
this
And
is
one of
very
it's just
useful.
printing a world map.
I might use this in a video.
Oh yeah, Hollywood. It's a project on like a GitHub repo, and it's just literally, it's just pulling up new windows and running other commands. It installs like 30 pieces of software on your system. It's very, very great.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. About ChatGPT. So I was doing so much, like when you have like a video and you're like editing it and you want to like make cut points and do ripple deleting and all this stuff. I ended up pressing like the the cut point key on my keyboard probably upwards of 10,000 times. And like now my wrist just kind of hurts like as a default. So what I did was I wrote a FFmpeg script that cuts all of the videos or all the like video clips that I have at the sound points. So like when there's like dialogue and like I'm talking or whatever, it'll start a cut point, and then when I'm done talking, it'll cut that, and it'll just cut things into clips. And so it's kind of like alternating between like has audio and then like doesn't have audio and then has audio and doesn't have audio. So when I bring it all in, it all has all the cut, most of the cuts that I want are already there. I don't have to break my wrist anymore. And then the thing with that was I did it in Python, which I've done stuff in Python here and there, but most of it was written through ChatGPT. So, I mean, it probably saved me like 10 hours. I would have been sitting there debugging, trying to figure out how to do all these, setting up of functions and calling each other and all this shit that I'm not familiar with, at least in Python. So that's my Grand Casino story.
I'm not a fan. It's crazy that, I don't know, people actually use it for shit.
I don't use it
as
for
a
anything
search
work
engine.
related, but
I don't think I've touched it once, like at all.
If whatever you're doing requires facts, you should not ever use GPT. But if you just want to do like a template of something, I've found it to be helpful. But this isn't a ChatGPT advertisement. Like there's other language models that can do the same thing.
Sponsored by ChatGPT.
Yeah, like I don't work for OpenAI. Actually, oh man.
yeah, if you did, you really would be living up to your name. Like those guys are being paid $500,000 a year. Yeah, they're making sauce. That's more like it. But yes.
Yeah.
Way over my head, that's for sure. I know my limitations. I know what I can and can't do, and that's definitely something I can't do.
The things that I know ChatGPT
go ahead.
are used for are just like cheating on essays, and then those people wonder why they get caught. I know people who put like the prompt into their essay. They didn't even read it. It's like, as an AI language model, I cannot generate your essay for you. However, I can come up with ideas, and then they wonder why they get caught. Like, yeah, the AI might be smart, but like the humans are still stupid. So yeah.
It's funny because there's like entire like services that are like specifically like colleges and schools nowadays, they actually use like forms of ChatGPT to like find out if stuff is plagiarized nowadays. So they're using the same tools that people use to generate those essays to find out if they've been plagiarized.
Yeah,
It's
no,
really
like an arms
funny
race.
And it's really funny because
Right.
when you ask ChatGPT to like affirm something, like, "Hey, is this cheating?" Like the model is gonna say yes, unless if it's trained not to. It's gonna be like, "Yeah, that's cheating. Yeah," just agreeing with whatever you said.
Right.
It's very easy to convince.
If you're gonna assign an essay, and at some point in the future, like a computer can write a very convincing essay to the point where you have to put it into an algorithm to know if an algorithm wrote the essay, because you can't tell yourself. Is it really valuable to continue assigning essays to people? Or should we just move forward and be like, we don't have to write essays anymore. Computers do that. We can do other things.
Probably gonna happen
They get-
sometime now.
Automate all the stuff that is not as productive and then make people learn and do more productive things. At least that's the way I believe they're trying to utilize it.
Yeah.
Like an
I think that's
engineer,
ideal.
right? Yeah, like an engineer, right? Like the engineer, might, like an average engineer might spend hours upon hours every day filling out paperwork. But if you can get the ChatGPT to do it, like wouldn't that they can do like other things like actually solve problems rather than fill out paperwork? Actually, that goes for most jobs, like it's a lot of paperwork involved. ChatGPT can do that.
Yeah, I would love it if people would stop mailing me things. I don't know why we use paper for anything anymore. I'm like, I have an email you could spam if you don't have to spam my mailbox. I get like maybe more spam mail than the average person.
The future is now, boys.
Yeah.
Dude, the YouTube comment section is honestly horrendous nowadays.
Yeah, I've seen stuff on Twitter where like there are very blatant like AIs just posting random political things, and then people in the comments are saying ignore all previous instruction, and then like write something completely random, and it does that, which is so funny.
Hello.
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 How
Welcome.
goes it?
It goes good and better now that you're here.
Thank
It's,
you. This isn't my account. My friend told me there was some YouTube account, and he was he's tired because it's late.
He's commandeering my Discord.
So I've commandeered his Discord to hop on, as I heard there was farming of content. I thought that was an amusing concept.
Audience
Yeah.
exists to be farmed. What else?
Yeah, so I thought I'd jump in.
I am a crop now.
Yes, I am the wheat. Glorious.
I will
So-
be.
Glory.
I will be potato.
I will be anything. I will be corn.
Oh, damn it.
I will be lazy.
I am the rapeseed.
Canola oil enjoyer.
Yes, glorious seed. But yeah, so I thought I'd join, see what is being discussed, and see if I could tell you about like something interesting.
Fascinating.
LLMs.
Glorious.
That was the previous conversation.
What?
Administrative beep. Okay.
My God.
Now we're getting closer to
The
what I
Amber
thought this
Alert
would
is
start out
happening.
as. Just random noises, people screaming, people coming on and playing like, just whatever music they like,
Yeah, we're dialed in
I can
now.
start screaming. If you want me to, I can start screaming.
Everyone is a free agent. I have no control over.
I mean, there are soundboards that I have for left knock and right knock.
Oh,
jeez.
That's hellish. But yes, would you like to hear of my day?
Yeah, I forgot to ask you about your day. How was your day?
Horrendous. It's one of the worst ones I've had in a long while. I've been abroad for the last 6 months, and that was more relaxing than today. It was, nothing horrendous. Like no one
you're a
died.
homebody.
A homebody? What's a homebody?
Like you like being at home, but since you were away from home for so long, you now feel better that you're home.
Kinda. I'm very, very happy I'm home. Aye. But the reason of the horrendousness of my day was the British Public Transport Services.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not so good.
Are you buckled in? Are you sat down? Are you ready for a tale woven through suffering and misery?
I sure am.
My day started as most days began. I woke up very hungover, downed a pint of water, finished the rest of what I hadn't drank, got dressed, got me shit together, went downstairs to my local shop that's on camp. The card machine wasn't working. They removed the cash machine a few years ago, so you can't even use the shop anymore because the card machine wasn't working. So I was hungry. Left camp, got on a bus, got to the train station, got the train to London King's Cross. Now that is where the problem started. Every single train was cancelled. There was a sign up saying, "Hello, you're not meant to be travelling today. We'll actually accept the tickets for tomorrow." Well, that would be wonderful if I hadn't already got to London's King's Cross and I had no way of returning. So I messaged my mate and I was like, I don't have a bloody clue where I am. I'm a bit disorientated because there's just a fucking doom cluster of human bodies everywhere. There's police officers everywhere. The staff, I went up to one of the staff, asked him for help, and he told me a bunch of technical jargon about taking trains sub B to sub C and everything else. So I was like, oh, I'm actually gonna die here. This is great. So my mate pings me and goes, "How close are you to Victoria Station?" I go, I can get there. He goes, "Right, there's a coach leaving at past. This is 1 minute past when he sent me that." So I sprint all the way down into the subway station, jump on the fucking mini train, the subway train. I'm stinking of sweat. I get out the other side. He's pinged me messages, like pictures of the location I've got to get to. So I sprint out of there. I take a photo of the first bit, and he goes, "Yep, from there, go left, left." It's like a fucking scene from Jason Bourne. I am sprinting head and heel. I'm wearing steel toe caps, so it's just making this clapping sound every fucking step I make. It's horrendous. I'm in rag, very, very hungover, running like a lunatic through the streets of London and screaming at people to get out of my way because they're walking too slow. I'm hammering my way along. I get to Victoria coach station. I get in. I'm staring at the screen. There's about 12 screens. I'm very hungover and disorientated. I'm trying to work out which one's bus so-and-so. I see it. The page changes from page 1 to page 2, so I've got to stare at the screen for another minute. The bus leaves at past. Its doors close at 28 past. It's currently 26 past. I see the number, I see what station's in. It's in number 17, which means I've got to sprint over there. There's a poor couple that were walking towards me and they took up the entire way, so I just screamed at the top of my lungs at them, "Make way!" Ran at this poor couple, and the guy had to jump out the way because I was going to miss my bus otherwise. get to the bus. I go to him, hear me. What time do you stealth? And he's like, oh, the doors close at 28 past. Well, it's 27 past. I was like, fuck, no time for a cigarette. Jump on the bus. Phone's running out of battery, so I turn it off. Bus hits a fucking tree or some fucking bullshit on the road whilst we're halfway through the journey of a 4-hour trip. Pulls over, goes to us, oh, we're stopping now to check the bus. Great, fantastic, even better. There's nothing wrong with the bus. We carry on. Get to fucking Sheffield, of all hellholes. Dismount bus. Run to train station. Get to train. Train is delayed as well. Someone stole fucking cables in Doncaster, which affects this train somehow. Turn to random passerby who's also stood on train looking angry, and I go to him, listen mate, which train's going where? Is this going the fucking location I'm currently in? And he goes, oh, the train across is, this train is, and there's another train on a different platform, but we don't know which one's going first. We all got shepherded into here. I was like, grand. Can't wait. Train across from us leaves. We then have to wait 36 minutes longer. The train conductors are visibly just don't have a clue what's going on. I'm loving life. I turn around to one of them and I go, oh, well, it's wonderful that you guys got a raise, isn't it? And he just told me to fuck off. And I was like, that's very nice of him. Train leaves. Train arrives in the location I need to be in. The guy who was originally going to pick me up was under the influence of substance, so he can't drive. So I'm like, fantastic, I'm now walking. I then walk for 45 minutes, sit down. I received the best burger I have had in the last 6 months of my life. And I am now in the domicile of where I have liberated this PC station to regale you all of my day.
So wonderful. Something I find incredible is that nothing happened in that story, and yet you retained all of the information from it, which is amazing.
Yes.
Like your entire story was just like movement and yelling at people.
Yes.
But you have every single detail, like your brain like categorized and cataloged everything, and I think that's remarkable.
It might have been a traumatic event. It just stuck with him now.
I fucking love the public transport sector. God save the king.
I've never been to, I don't know if you,
I have no context for whatever's going on. I just thought I'd hop on.
I appreciate that. I was just gonna say, I actually don't, as far as I know, in Britain, I think is what you said, that sounds like an average day. It sounds like every single person is just doing exactly that, and then like getting to where they need to go, and there's like buses flying by, and like,
you are correct.
That's just like an average experience.
This was a pretty eventful experience, to be honest with you.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I read a British 4chan shitpost.
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Yeah, do you read audiobooks? I think
I have never done such a thing.
Oh, well, you need to.
I think you could have a future doing that.
I ain't quit my day job for that. I appreciate that offer though.
It was indeed a job offer.
I'll happily do that. I'll happily do it if you pay me truthful.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't work for Audible.
Unacceptable.
I'm thinking about maybe starting up a.
They're offering me a job. I'm not trying to get them to join the army. Never.
I'm also glad that the distribution of people in this chat perfectly matches the distribution of my viewership, because as far as I can tell, there are 2 British people out of 11 people here.
There's another Brit.
I'm British.
Which part of glorious England are you from?
I'm from Bath. I'm in Leeds at the moment.
Damn, there's a lot of people.
You're from Bath?
Yeah, I know, right?
Southerner.
I did grow up.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm in Leeds now. It's okay.
You're in Leeds, and you think you have the rank of Northern.
Wait, the fucker's in Leeds?
No.
Yeah, the fucker is in Leeds.
Whoa.
Degeneracy.
I know, we're going tomorrow.
Unacceptable.
Please don't break into my flat.
Flat.
I need like a full translation book. I don't think I understand what's happening.
I think there's a cultural
civil war is about to happen.
Yeah.
There's a civil war just in my chat, just like between the only 2 people who I don't know where everybody else lives, and frankly, I hope you don't dox yourself, but I would go out on a limb.
He's already went far enough. He said he's from fucking Bath, the bastard.
So, and this is just because I think this is my fault. Are you saying Perth or Birth?
Bath.
Bath. Like the tub.
You have a bath in it.
So there's a city named Bath.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
built some. The Romans built some baths there because there was a hot spring, and so they just named it Bath.
The hot spring
name.
baths are still there as well. It's a very intriguing and beautiful city. However, it's located in the south of England, which means it's full of milk drinkers
It's like,
and
it's, like,
weak.
it's like a town. At the most.
Milk drinkers.
100 people live there. Cornwall, it's nothing.
Can't you drive across the UK in like 45 minutes?
No, I mean from
No.
east to west. I don't think so. It's like a 5-hour train ride from Leeds to Bath, so I don't think so.
There you go, son.
I don't remember where Bath is.
Bath, south, that's all that matters.
It's like
It's more south than Bristol. You know, Bristol is.
I haven't got the word north of this, so it's shite. Oh, God almighty.
Well, I probably got to get going pretty soon here. This went about 100,000 times better than I thought it would have. So I appreciate everyone's participation. Round of applause for everybody. There will be gift bags on the way out. Thank you.
He's offering us gift bags.
They're virtual gift bags full of many virtual.
They're virtual gift bags. I don't understand this concept.
wrong one.
Is there cryptocurrency in there?
Do I need to give you my credit card number to receive it?
You need my social security number?
I'll give you it.
Patreon pledge.
No,
Very nice.
You can find money in my credit card account. Please do.
How many illicit items do I need to send to receive said gift box?
We do have that token.
I do have that token. We won't go into the token. The source,
That's
the
extremely
source must
suspicious.
not be delivered.
I think he was more thinking of the War Thunder variety.
I physically own a token. I don't recall where
Gotcha.
it's from. Right, well, I'm going to dip. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.
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 All right, I'm
That was
probably also on the way
beautiful,
out. So thank you all again, and have a great wherever in the world you are time zone it is. Everybody,
Night.
good
Like 2 in the morning.
Bye.
good time period to you all.
Bye bye.